Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. Hope everybody is having a good, I don't know what the hell to call it, week between Christmas and New Year's in America. This is kind of the week where everybody just goes ape shit, either eat too much, buy too much, shop too much, drink too much, do too much. At any rate, we are getting ready to do career 2022. I'm going to break it up into three parts: career, love, and family. Those are the three sections that are pulling on me the strongest. So career obviously is going to cover money and finance. It'll also include any kind of professional education you're doing or schooling to become a professional, blah, blah, blah. But at any rate, this is for career Taurus 2022. We are on the cut. I got new cards. Let's just throw this out here now. I got my vice versa deck right here. I got my other stuff over here. But I got new cards. I need new energy because I feel like a lot of the past 24 months has just been a lot of schlepping and slopping. And that energy gets in the cards. Don't think that it doesn't. And the cards definitely reflect that energy back. So we need new messages, new shit. So we got new cards. It does not mean that I have given up on the vice versa deck. I certainly have not, and probably going to get another deck because I like this deck that much. But for what I want to do right now, I just wanted to get some fresh energy. The big cards are the Urban Tarot. They actually send you a book you can read. The little cards, where's the little thing? It's the Modern Witch. So that's what we're working with tonight. See what we got going on. I think a lot of you are in the position to be promoted. Yeah, what the hell am I saying? There it is. There it is. The three strong cards for your career next year. The question of the three is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune are major arcana. I was thinking about the Wheel of Fortune when I was shuffling and understanding that it comes after the Chariot, after the Strength, after the Hermit card. So 7, 8, 9, the Wheel of Fortune is 10. The Chariot, the Strength, and Hermit, Strength, you know I'm sick of talking about Strength, but all of that is so strongly tied into everything that we have been through the last couple of years. It's been years with an S. Starting with just a few months before COVID hit, and we'll say February is the month, February 2020. So we'll say November 2019 up until now. That's a full 2 years. It's been hell. Even if you got through all of this, didn't get COVID, didn't get a whole lot of trauma, didn't lose your job, it still was stressful because everybody else got sick, left the job, however that's resonating. So now it is a question of your level of commitment to what you're doing. Many of you are going to look at your careers next year and go, okay, I done did this, I done that, and this is all y'all got, I'm gone. And the thing with Taurus is that we're so loyal and committed in the first doggone place, we don't know when to leave. And by the time we get ready to go, everybody been gone. That's how that goes, because we love our stability. We don't do a whole lot of change, and I'm sure many of you have held on to some shit in the past 4 or 5 years because Uranus has been transiting Taurus, creating its own level of upheaval and change. And I know a lot of Tauruses, me included, have held on to some old toxic, ugly shit because it was the only sure thing you had going on. Time is up. Game over. Next year, as it relates to your career, anything that has not been serving your higher purposes, you're gone. People that have not been paying you what you're worth, out of here. people that have not valued you as a good employee. Toodles. And that's really where it is. For those of you that are in school, you may be thinking about changing majors. Some of you might be doing one thing and you're thinking, man, maybe I need to do something else. Or no, or have heard of something else that may be a little hotter, that might make you some more money a little quicker. All of that. Next year is going to be about switching up and committing to something different, something new and different. This Hierophant is sitting over here on this Ten of Swords is not lost on me, and that the Ten of Swords is sitting on the Ace of Wands is really not lost on me. I could keep going, but I'm going to stop there. At the end of the day, it is about dropping the old and getting with the new. And many of you are going to use the last 2 years as your measuring stick to see, how people have treated you. What did you really gain out of staying late or going in early? However that's resonating, you're going to look at your level of commitment, hence the Hierophant. And if it's not working, you are going to switch up and commit to something else. Just that simple. The second strongest energy is the Four of Wands. You are definitely going to have a period of celebrating your accomplishments, either by yourself or in a group setting. Don't shy away from this next year, Taurus. I know sometimes bulls get a little shy, even though we the first ones to run through the china shop. Come to some other stuff, not so much. We like to lay out in the background. Don't lay out in the background. Get your awards and get your accolades, and don't be ashamed that you did a good job. That's not it. This is not, next year is not going to be the year to stick your head in the sand where achievements, professional achievements are concerned. Some of you may decide to step things up a notch. So some of you may be going back maybe for a master's. You might be going back for a doctoral degree. Some of you may just be going for the first time, decided you're tired of doing whatever it is and you're going to go to school, college for the first time. And congratulations to you for making that decision. At any rate, there are going to be periods next year where people are going to pat you on the butt and tell you that you did a good job, boy. Be happy and accept it gracefully. Don't be, oh, I really do. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Don't downplay a damn thing that you've done. Some of you may be getting recognition for things that you may have done this year. Once again, don't stick your head in the sand. Oh, well, yeah, I didn't have to do it. It's just a little something. No, it was a big deal. It's a big deal. And make sure that you listen to what people are saying about you, Taurus. Because I think many of you need to hear, you've done a good job. Fuck all that stupid shit. You were awesome. In the middle of a crisis, you did a damn good job. Listen to what people are saying about you, Taurus. That goes a long way in helping to boost your self-esteem. And I'm not saying get all puffed up, but listen. A lot of times we just get into the grind and we don't think about how other people view us. So listen to what others are telling you about the good job that you're doing. The lesser of all three, but no less big fat energy, is the Wheel of Fortune. And like I said, it's a lot of shit that comes in front of the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, just a reminder that many of us have taken off in different directions from where we were 3 or 4 years ago. The Strength card, we've had to bear down and deal with some shit that we didn't want to deal with, had to deal with it anyway. The Hermit card, we had to spend time by ourselves to find out where we were. All of that is paying off for you in spades, Taurus, where it is concerned professionally and educationally. So all the hard work that you have been doing for the last year or so, new beginnings here. World card is also about knowledge and belief systems. So some of these things may have changed for you in the past couple of years. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Not mad about that at all. With the big day, reminder, you know I don't do reversals, but so I can actually read the energy. There it is, the death card. New beginning. New beginning. Let me get my light down here so I can see what the heck. The rock star, the death card, and the costume designer. And this all fits into just what I was saying. The accolades that you'll get next year. The rock star type status. You're gonna get, it's coming, Taurus. Whether you're ready for it, know about it, whatever. It's coming. Some of you may be approaching retirement. There it is. You've been a fucking rock star. You have played the hell out of the damn guitar, the drums, whatever. And people will recognize that. The death card for others of you, about shedding your past, what you've been doing, and stepping out into a new frontier. It'll be a pilot, a doctor, a barber, a lawyer, whatever it is, whatever's new. This is the shedding of the old skin, as it were. And what's interesting in this day, it's like his face is just gone. But he's got a heart in his hand. That's the heart, human heart, the hell. What exactly he's going to do with it, I don't know. But when it comes to new beginnings where work and school are concerned, a lot of times you've got to take parts from your past. You might have to yank some shit right the hell on out and take it with you. It doesn't mean you're taking your past with you, but there may be something from your past that's working. That he doesn't have a face, and this is a death card, tells me that what's emerging is unknown. So what you're getting ready to be is unknown. And the slate, for lack of a better, simple sounding phrase, is clean. The slate is clean. So your future is what you're going to make it. Whatever you're taking with you from the past, your future is going to be what you make it. If you can think about it, you can dream about it, you can be about it. All you got to do is believe. It's just that simple. I already got rock star status, so stepping off into something new shouldn't be that difficult now. Let me say this too while I'm looking at this card backwards. It's been a painful process. Don't get that part fucked up. This has not been, it's just been a wonderful ride. No, the fuck it hasn't. So acknowledge that also. As sure as I'm telling you to listen to what people are saying about you, acknowledge the pain that you've been through. Costume designer. It's time for costume change, people. Places, everyone. Put your costume on. Different costume. Time to change it up. Time to do something different. Time to maybe, for some of you, do what it is that you want to do. I know some of y'all like, huh? Yeah, those of you been thinking about doing something entrepreneurial, but you haven't done it because you've been scared, or you didn't want to, or you don't have the money, or this or that. Might be time to let some of that go. Put on a different outfit. Different costume. Time for costume change for some of you. And that could literally be going from a school teacher to a nurse. Or going from a nurse to a school teacher. Maybe some of you want to go to law school. Maybe some of you want to go to IT school. However that's working for you, go with it. It is time. Okay. These cards have different meanings than a regular deck. I read through them, but really, they're really kind of extra. That's what I'm going to say. They're extra. Two more cards, universe. Okay, that makes sense. I said 2. We done plopped out 3, so we'll take 3 then. The hell, it is what it is. Okay. Too many. Wheel of Fortune showed herself again. Oh, drop a whole damn deck. Okay. So this is career 2022. This is what it's looking like. It's a mixed bag. I'll put it that way. It's a mixed bag. It's going to be some of this and some of that. Oh, let me pull one for the challenge. Oh, excuse me. Had to freshen up my cup. And anyway, it's a mixed bag, as I would expect, especially those of you that are moving from one thing to another. Very rarely is it anything anymore a smooth transition. A lot of this has to do with the fact that you may run up on parts of technology that you're not familiar with. So, for example, if you were going from a school teacher to a nurse, I'm just throwing that up against the wall. What the hell? The technology that you use in the two professions are different. They are. Nursing is a lot more technical, even at any end of medicine now, even from the nurse to the doctor and everybody in between, schedulers, technicians, EKG, radiology, whatever. Everything is stepped up a notch with technology. So there may be some hiccups there. Take your time going through the energy, trying to learn, which then takes us to your overall energy, the Sun card on top of the Peace card. So you're going to be in your shit, and people are going to notice you. And you'll feel this. This will be how you're feeling pretty much for the most part. This will be how you're feeling for most of the year, which for many of us, this is a relief to feel some level of peace, to feel the warmth of any kind of sun at this point. This is kind of where you'll be for the most part. There's not to say, might be some days it's the Devil card and other days it's the Lover's card or something else. Some days are going to be more harmonious than others. But for the most part, your overall energy on the front end is going to be cool. And people are going to recognize you. I've been saying that. There's the Sun card. People are going to see you, and you won't like that shit. And I don't blame you. There's not a lot of... I know a lot of you have been going through the petties with different people in the job place. Just people being just downright damn stupid petty. A lot of that's going to blow over and go away. People leaving, jobs disappearing, whatever the case. A lot of that energy is going to go away. So you don't fret that you're going to continue to have to deal with the petty folks and the misers and everybody just hating and complaining. A lot of that energy is going to get pushed away from us next year. So that's a good thing. On the back end of our overall energy, the Ace of Wands with the Page of Pentacles, getting your money together. That Page of Pentacles is telling me that's fresh energy. So there may be an influx of some new money. Some of you may be deciding to take on another career part-time, doing something extra. But there's action behind it. And you're not going to be so worn out next year that you're not going to feel like the way you probably, many of you have been feeling this year and last. That tired, exhausted, oh my God, do I have to go to work today? That kind of energy is going to go. And the Ace of Wands is telling me that's what the hell is going to happen. All of this is new and fresh energy, though. So those of you that have been thinking about doing something entrepreneurially, next year will be a good time to get started because you will have the energy and the wherewithal to kind of roll with the punches next year. The challenge, I think this is a cool card, gourmet cakes. And so at the end of the day, you know, it takes time to come up with a masterpiece. And then you throw the word gourmet in front of it and fuck it. How many years did you go to school to learn how to do that? This is where you're going to be next year. Some of you may even be kind of dealing with the challenge as it is now. And the challenge is simply, you may have to start over, but once again, another page of Wands, Page of Pentacles over here. And the Pentacles has a lot to do with your money. Stating the obvious. But this one has a lot to do with the action. That the Page of Pentacles is sitting on the Ace of Wands, and I got the Page of Wands over here being your challenge should tell you something. A lot of new energy towards new activities. So as opportunities come, don't be so quick to blow it out, because that might be the thing to help you put your masterpiece together. That's your challenge. A lot of new opportunities, a lot of new energy, a lot of new ideas. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater just yet. Hear everybody out when it comes to new ideas next year, especially where it relates to doing your job differently or doing something brand new. Commitment, what I tell you, came out. That's going to be the issue for next year. That it's sitting on top of the Three of Swords, and this deck talks about sorrow. And for many of you, you're going to have to look at what you're doing. And it's maybe a sad fucking situation. What the hell? But at any rate, you still need to look at the situation and think about it and analyze where you are, and is where you are going to get you where you're trying to go. That part. Changing that commitment or looking at the commitment. I feel like for many of you, it's going to be a change. You're just going to have a change of perspective, and you're going to change either the level of commitment where you are, or you're going to say, fuck where you are, and you're going somewhere else and commit to them. However it resonates. There may be points next year. Let me not make everything sound all rosy and shit. It'll look so much better than this year, though. It's not funny. The Nine of Swords. There really isn't anything that you're going to encounter next year that should, I'm going to put that out there like that should have you sitting up in your bed going, oh my God. Now, obviously, some of you are. But think about why you're sitting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. What you worrying about, is it something you can change directly, or is it dependent upon somebody else making a decision to change something? The Princess of Swords and the Nine of Swords. It's a lot of thinking. And a lot of not complete thinking, a lot of jumping to conclusions. That princess, fresh, new funk energy. Yeah. Not thinking things all the way through. And just kind of jumping out there. This is the activist card too. And just kind of jumping out there and going, hey, think about things that need to be thought about next year. Don't overthink the bullshit. Don't overthink things you can't change. But before you jump your bull behind out in the middle of the ring, go, hey, yeah, back it up. Back it up. You don't want to have this activist grassroots energy unless you know what you're talking about. Just say it like that. Princess is good, she's cool, but she's young. So just be mindful of that. Regardless of however old you are, just be mindful. She's good, she's cool, but she's young. So before you do anything, before you say anything, before you think something, think about the situation in its total context, from the princess to the man. Think about the whole situation before you come to any kind of conclusion about work, any kind of conclusion about changing a job. Don't just jump and agonize over craziness. Get facts. Get facts and work with facts. That will help you, keep you from just sitting up going, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's too much. As you get towards the end of the year, you got the Wheel of Fortune. Obviously, there's going to be some level of disappointment next year. But the feeling here with this card the disappointment has more to do with the changes. It's not that somebody's letting you down or you're not doing your job, but it's going to be the changes. I'm looking at that number 5, which is a number of change. That's going to feel like, really? Really? And it's just going to feel like a big letdown. Just don't forget, you got the Wheel of Fortune on your side. So what may look like a letdown or a disappointment may actually play into your favor. Once again, I go right back up here to this energy. Don't jump. Don't jump at the first thing you hear or see. Some people may try and goad you next year to make you pop, because you know you're a bull and you might you might go off the deep end and run through the china shop. That's what they want. So I would say any big decisions that you're making, especially within the workplace. I'm not talking about things that you may be thinking about your career personally, but anything that's going on that may have you reacting too fast in the workplace, slow down. Think about what you're getting ready to do. Think about what you're getting ready to say, and don't let anybody goad you into any kind of reactionary bullshit. That's the best way I know how to put that. When we get to the end of all of it next year, I think most of you will be satisfied. Most of you will find the balance. That's temperance. You'll find the balance that you need to do whatever it is that you're doing that's new. Won't be so stressful. And most of you will be pretty satisfied. You see the happy couple hugging and carrying on. Most of you will be pretty satisfied with where you are. That, my dear bullies, is a good thing. Let's see what the granny cards got for us. Fix a meal. Get that rough, come home, fix a meal, sit down. Do not worry or overthink on an empty stomach. Let them do the talking. I'm telling you, next year, just lay out. Do what you need to do. I'm not saying no activity, no movement, but I wouldn't be the one raising my hand for anything. I wouldn't be offering up any information. I wouldn't be into the whole group share thing. Keep some things under your hat and to yourself, as my grandmother used to say. So fix a meal. And for some of you, this might mean stop eating out at lunchtime and start bringing your damn lunch. There you go. That'll go a long way with the Page of Pentacles right here. Getting them coins in the bank. But fix a meal, however that's resonating for you. Let them do the talking. Don't be the first one to jump up. I'm a Taurus, so I know. I'm the first one. I got the idea. Matter of fact, I got the solution. So let's get on with it. Next year, lay back. Let other folks do the talking. And there will be some things that you'll learn about other folks. If you are not so quick to chime in, there'll be some things that you'll learn that you probably wouldn't learn if you were running the show. Run now, whoever that is resonating with. Some of you need to leave now. Just saying. Get into next year. Not the time to make a whole lot of promises that you don't plan on keeping. So, don't sit up now and talk about, oh yeah, I will work overtime every Friday in April. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't volunteer as far as work is concerned next year for anything that you aren't willing to stick with. And if you have even the slightest notion that you might not want to be doing it, don't do it. Don't do it. My bull babies, I love you. Hope y'all have a good rest of the week. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.